Okay, so let me see what energy I feel for you, Libra, because it's very important to feel the right. This one is the card. When I did Leo, it was so bizarre because I pulled out a lion and I was like, I told you these cards for this deck have always been just so dead on. So let's see what's for you. Oh my goodness. Okay, the Panther Spirit. All right, that's a wonderful card. It says reclaim your power. Okay, so, in order for you to move forward, it sounds to me, or it feels almost like you kind of got beat down a little bit in the month of August, and you had a lot of goals, you had a lot of expectations, and you were really trying to make strides, but because of this planet, the Uranus, and it going into retrograde in Taurus, a lot of things kept getting in the way, mostly probably home life. Things were just not moving as fast as you had wanted, and you really needed to get a lot done, but you weren't able to. So this month, what you want to do is reclaim your power. Things are going to move out of your way. The sea is going to part for you, so it's going to be okay. But with that, just use the energy that you had going into August that got turned upside down and reclaim that power and move forward again, because things are going to open up. So you just need a way through, and you need to be strong. You need to be powerful. But also, it's interesting because this Panther Spirit is very stealth. So a lot of things are going to take tactic and finesse in this month for you to be able to get your point across and to get your goals accomplished. Okay, so you're going to have to be stealthy in the way you manage yourself. Okay, so this is a really cool card. I like that Panther card. I'm going to have to think about that as I'm moving through September. Okay, so yeah, I love that card. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to try and open up your story for this month. So if you want to hear a story about yourself for the month of September, please write down in the comments below. I'm ready to hear my story. And when I try and tell a story about your life, I get into the cards, these Rider-Waite cards, because they really tell a metaphysical story about what's going on with you. And then I'm also going to pick some cards from the constellations, from my Greek mythology deck. This is my astrology deck. And that's going to tell us cosmically, like, what's going on with your life as well. And sometimes I've noticed that the stories actually from both decks try to tell me the same thing, but in a different way. So we're going to see what happens for you. Okay, Libra, let's find out what is going on for you. And with my astrology deck here, I'm going to pull 3 more cards. And you may not be able to see them with my setup, but I'll show them to you after I turn them over. Okay, so I'm going to turn them all over at once. All right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So far you have upside down the 2 of Swords. This is from the astrology deck. Okay. And this is the Lupus card. And this card is telling me, especially when it's upside down, that you may have had some trouble in your relationship, and that you feel sort of like you're chasing after something, or some sort of a feeling or some sort of emotion that is eluding you. And so that is something that we need to work on, definitely, for the month of September. And then we also have the Princess of Wands. And this is the Summer card upside down for you. I'll turn it right side up though. So this card being upside down means that you basically haven't been able to make a change in some sort of area of your life. And it's where you're looking for things to blossom and things to grow and things to change. You kind of feel like you're at a standstill. So that may be what is going on in your relationship. And then you also have the Chariot, which is upside down. So the Chariot is about moving forward. So again, this feeling of being stuck, not knowing what to do next. And also there's the card here is about nurturing It's a Cancer energy. And that also says to me that you may be stuck trying to figure out how to nurture yourself and how to move forward in a relationship and how to create the life that you want for yourself. But it seems as if just nothing is happening right now. You're not finding your way forward, but you do have a lot of love and consideration and sensitivity and things to impart onto your relationship. It just seems as if it's not quite working out the way you wanted it to so far. But that could all change in the month of September. Maybe you are going to move forward. Maybe this is just the cards letting you in on, the story and saying, okay, we see you. We understand. This is the cosmic energy. It's like we understand. We see you. Now, when we move on to the metaphysical cards, which are the ones that come from the Rider-Waite deck, we see everything also is upside down for you. So you have the Six of Pentacles being upside down, okay? And so with this card, it means that you have a generous spirit, but at the same time, you're afraid to let go of any of your money. There's a fear around money, and you are a charitable person, but right now you feel as though you can't spread. It's like keep the economy going sort of feeling, like you have to hang on to your money and you're not used to being like that. And then also we have the Knight of Swords, which is upside down, which is usually a really good card for Libras because, when you use the swords, you're able to cut through things that don't serve you. You're able to charge in. You're able to establish yourself as the one in control. And when this card is upside down, those things aren't happening. You're not establishing your control. You're not deciding things that are right for you. Like, it's a very difficult time. And that may be because of money. It could be the relationship is struggling with money. It could be just career is not going where you want it to go. So there's a lot of things going on here. And then we also have the swords here, and it's the Nine of Swords, and it's upside down, which actually is a pretty good sign that usually when you get this sign right side up, it means that you've reached your limit. You're at a place where you're struggling and you are sorrowful and you're regretting things. But with this card being upside down, it's telling me that you've moved past this regret, but now you don't know exactly what to do. So this could mean something like maybe you lost a job, or maybe your money is tight right now, but you had to make a decision. Maybe you had to be with your family. Maybe you decided to take a part-time job instead of full-time, and now you're worried that things are going, well, you were worried that things were going to go bad for you, but right now you're in a situation where you just seem like you made a decision. The regret, you're past the regret, but now you need to know, what do I do next? Okay, like I had to make this decision. This is the thing that I knew was best for me, but how do I move forward? So a lot of this has to do with moving forward, because this Knight is upside down. This is a moving forward card. The Chariot is a moving forward card, which is upside down. And then the Lupus is basically chasing something, and especially emotions or something in a relationship. It's just something that is a pattern also that can be repeated that you seem to not be able to break. And then this all has to do with wanting something better but not being able to get there. And then this is also creating some sort of scarcity feeling inside of you, like, oh, I'm not going to have enough money. Things aren't working the way that they are supposed to. So even though this message is exploring some heavy duty concerns that you have, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to overcome this stuff. And I really think that you will. I think you're going to do a lot of reflecting in this time of the full moon in Pisces, and also go, figuring out ways to come out of your comfort zone, ways to make more money, ways to make your relationship better, ways to have a better home life. And then also it would be good with on September 17th with this new moon in Virgo to be able to, start coming up with a plan that's going to help you. And so if what you're working on right now isn't making enough money, or it's not getting you like the house or the car or the dreams and stuff that you want, what you want to do is think of like something that's temporary on the side, maybe that'll help make some money just to get your confidence and everything rolling, okay? Because the month of September, this is the perfect time to move forward and use that Panther energy, okay, to pounce on whatever it is that you need. And so now this last card that I'm going to choose for you is out of the energy deck, and this is going to either wrap this reading up by giving us some sort of solution or an explanation or something to avoid. And it's just going to kind of seal this message, okay? So let's see what this message has, what these energy cards have for you, Libra. Okay, it's very important to feel the energy in these so that I get the right card for you. Okay, this one. Okay, so you got the Angel of Strength. Okay, so this is basically what it is. When you're feeling stuck, and I see this everywhere here in this reading. When you're feeling stuck, you just have to have courage. You might be taking a risk right now. That's what it seems like. And you're just unsure of yourself, and that fear is causing problems in other places, in the relationship, in money, finances. It's also making you kind of look back at your decisions and seeing, do I regret this? Do I not regret this? But from the cards, it's saying that you probably made the right decision, even though it was hard. You have made the right decisions. And now you just need to bring like this nurturing attitude with you from the Chariot and start moving forward and use all this positive planetary, positive aspects this month. And there's also, just so you know, Jupiter going direct, and that's on September 12th. So you're going to have some luck and you're going to have some prosperity by that time, which is good, September 12th. And then we also have Saturn going direct on September 29th, meaning that a lot of the hard lessons that you've been going through with this particular fatherly energy has been there to make you grow. But now when Saturn goes back direct, it's going to affect you in a way that is going to sort of lighten up on the discipline and give you more freedom. And it's going to do that for a lot of people globally, because Saturn has such a cosmic energy for everyone. And when it goes direct, it is helpful to get past a lot of the more mundane and disciplinary and fatherly pressure that's on everybody right now. So that should be very uplifting for not just us Libras, but other signs, and also for everyone in general, okay?